Very good morning to all of you. How was your week one of, not even week one, it's only one day, right? How is the freeze going on? So far, you didn't observe anything? You guys are okay with the freeze? Okay. I think all of you are still sleeping. Okay. Let's get started. So, the health goals, whatever you guys had written, not just for the health dimension, even for all the other dimension, we will always write what we want. We will not write what we don't want. So as I told you, we will not write that I want a disease-free life. I don't want debt. I don't want accidents. அப்படியெல்லாம் எழுத வேண்டாம். Don't write what you don't want, okay? Because if you go to a restaurant, if a menu card is given to you, will you tell that I don't want puri, I don't want pongal, I don't want fried rice? We will not talk about what we don't want, right? We will only talk about what we want. So in the throughout the day, you catch yourself where you are spending your time and energy in thinking about what you don't want. Sometimes you might be talking to your husband virtually, and then suddenly in that virtual imagination only it will go to an argument. You will start fighting, you will start arguing, right? Even in your imagination. So many things happens in your imagination throughout the day. So going forward, be very conscious. So the last week we all have practiced ourselves to become aware of what is really happening inside. So like that, if you capture yourself, if you catch yourself throughout the day, that you are thinking or dreaming or visualizing what you don't want, just stop it right there and bring back to your goals document. Okay. So always think about what you want, not what you don't want. Now, why there are 8 dimensions is because we want to start with health, because when you have your finance good, we all are working for our finance, right? We all want abundant finance, we want good income, we want good bank balance, all that we all want. But when that finance is there and if the health is not there, right? All our parents are examples for that. They all were running throughout their life to get that finance settled in their account, or finance settled for their kids. But when they have that, they don't have the health either to enjoy the finance, or the finance is directly going to the hospitals, right? It's all going to the hospital. Um, so that is why when we start our goal, when we start this kind of a practice, it's always good to focus on all the 8 dimensions. Suppose you have the best health and you have the best finance, who will you enjoy it with? You need relationships around, right? You need good relationships. You have relationships also. Now, where else do you want to spend? You want to travel, you want to give it to society, you want to grow spiritually also. So all this 8 dimension we are going to give equal importance. So this health dimension we will not come again here. So make sure that this week also, every single day, why I have made it as a photo is you can save it in your gallery. Most of the time we'll be binge browsing, right? We'll be just watching, scrolling over the phone. But every time you pick the phone, you either make it a wallpaper or make it a habit of, whenever you pick a phone to start your browsing, read this once, multiple, like read this throughout the day multiple times. And when you read it, you start thinking about what actions you want to take for that goal. Now, each of your goal can be broken into multiple sub goals, and each sub goal can be divided into tiny steps, right? So, for example, you had written, let me know if I'm not audible, okay? And please switch on video if possible. So, your everyday action should be aligned to your goal. Okay, every day your actions, your most of the time we pick the phone because we are getting bored, we don't know what to do, so we will start browsing. Just before you browse, you start reading this. For example, if you had written that I want to learn swimming, or I am a good swimmer அப்படின்னு நீங்க goal எழுதியிருந்தா, and if you don't know swimming, that day is the day to make a phone call to find out how much is the swimming course cost, when, what are the days, what are the timings. The first step is to start inquiring, right? Is there any swimming classes nearby? How can I start swimming at least once a week or twice a week? So break that into mini micro habits and keep doing one action. If you start doing this consistently, how much ever you fail, right? Like when you were writing that goal, your mind will be asking, but when is it going to happen? How is it going to happen? It will happen with your actions. And that action can be a very tiny action. So, for example, if you had written that I want a good skin, to have a good skin, what all practice you need? You need to drink water, you need to moisturize, you need to wash your face, keep it clean. There are tiny steps to it, right? Like immediately when you read that goal, just go and do that one step immediately. Or you had been planning to buy some face wash or something you wanted to do for the skincare, do that immediately. If you had written about the hair, sit and start oiling your hair. So do that action immediately. Okay. Any questions about your habits that you have written for, goals that you have written for health dimension? So for example, I have written that I want to eliminate effortlessly twice a day. That's what I learned, that if your body is very healthy, then you will be effortlessly eliminating. Right now, I will not say it is effortless, and I cannot tell you that as soon as I wake up, I can go. It takes some time because my body is so habituated. Like I am practicing my body to make it effortless. And in order to do that, I start drinking water, including fiber in my diet, oiling my anus, visualize, and reduce any packaged food like that. If you take one step, your body will take 10 steps. And when people see you doing anything consistently, your kids will start following. They'll start eating early dinner. They'll also start walking with you. They will also start taking care of their body. So your goal should also be numeric. Like for example, with that body, I also asked you to ask the condition why, right? Why you want that glowing skin? Why you want that good hair? Or why you want best health? I want you all to think about it. Why do you want it? Can one of you tell me why you want it? Let's see your voice. Let me pick somebody's goal. My foot, my foot is soft and crack-free. Heel feels like a baby's foot. Why? Why do we want crack-free feet?
Because if the foods are clean and soft, a walking part will also be good. And even in smooth surface or rougher surface, also it will be good, ma'am. If it has a here cracks and all, we will not be able to walk without footwear on the rough course, rough places. So, and keeping your foot clean, that's the main part, right? So that is the entire connecting system. So I want that to be crack free and soft and smooth.
Very good. Okay, tell me why any of you can explain this, because I think all of us have written this. I want to be I'm in my ideal weight. Why we should be in ideal weight?
I see it as something when I grow old, I don't want to be a burden in my child's. I'm seeing my in laws being that. So I don't want to be a burden in anybody's shoulders.
So they are
So obviously,
having issues because of their body weight, and so you
yes,
want to make sure. Okay. So you're
yeah,
saying that I want to be healthy, active, And for that, weight is a concern. So I want to be in ideal weight.
Yes.
Okay. Because this why question is very, very important. I'll tell you something, okay? Um, okay, let's go with this exercise and then we'll talk about it. So health dimension is all done. If you want to read everybody's goals once, and if you want to make changes, feel free to make change. Make that list of final goals. And if you want me to put it in that card, just send it to me. I'll put it in the card and send you, and save that in your gallery. Okay. Now, this week, we will not jump to the next dimension. Instead, we will do another table. We are going to fill a table. This table, in your initial assessment, you had filled on self-acceptance score, right? I wanted you to know, as of now, as of today, whatever you see in mirror, how much you're able to accept, right? You, in your journal, you don't have to share this, but I want you to write the real truth, the real, whatever is in your mind, I want you to write it. But you don't have to share it. You can share if you want, but it's not a compulsion. So make the table in your journal, put 2 columns. Okay, the first column, I'll show you what to write. Part by part, we are going to do a self-analysis, and we are going to write, am I able to accept that part? Or if I'm not able to accept, is it something that I can change? For example, if I'm writing height, okay, if I'm not happy with my height, is there anything that I can do to change the height right now? If it is not, then if this is my height is 5 foot 2 inches. If this is my height, I cannot change that height. What is that option I have? I have to accept it, right? I just accept whatever it is. But if it is my weight, and if I think I can change it, then I will do what is needed. But there I will write what is that ideal weight and what is that practice which will help me to get there. And if it is my eyes are of this size and shape. It is small. It is I mean, when I laugh a lot, you can't even see my eye. This is my eye, but I always wish for a big eye. When I have curly hair, I always wish for a straight hair. When I have straight hair, I'll always wish for a curly hair, right? It's always the other way. Like that, you'll put your left side column, and right on the right side, you will write what you want. Okay. I'll tell you what all to put in the left side column. You start making that table. Actually, I'm taking it very slow this time because I'm not in a hurry. I just want all of us to do it in a very, I mean, I want all of you to enjoy what you're doing. So for all the ones who are my marked red, you please try to complete it this week, or I might not have updated whatever you sent yesterday night. I will do it after this session. So this is that table. Now, whatever I'm showing you, physical and mental parameters, you put everything on the left side. So it's your height, weight, skin. And when you write skin, if whatever complexion we are in, we might be able to make it cleaner, brighter. But will we be able to change it? But you can keep it clean, you can respect it, you can groom it, you can do all that, taking care of it. But you cannot change the original nature, right? Like how you are born. For me, it's a big issue. In my family, everyone are taller. My younger sister is also taller than me. All are taller. I'm the only one who's short. I always had that complexity. But is there anything I can do to change my height? No. So I have to accept it and see what I can change in that. My hair, that is very much in our control, right? You can definitely take care of it. You can oil it, do regular massage, eat clean, avoid dandruff, use some good products, go for regular massage. Like that, you can take care of your hair. Right now, whatever hair you have, what you want it to be. And eyes, you cannot change the eyes, But you can take care of your eyes. You can take care of the vision. You can do massage. You can cool it down. Sometimes it will be burning, but still you will be just not, paying attention to it. And teeth. Now, I had this big conflict, like I cannot laugh out loud showing my teeth. I have this one teeth on the other, overlapping teeth. So I always felt not very confident laughing out loud. But once I accepted it, I'm missing laughing out loud because of my teeth, right? So in teeth, what is that I can do? I can brush it, I can brush every day, keep it clean, I can take care of it. I will rinse my mouth like that. I can do so many things to take care of it. So in the left side, you will write your acceptance level. I accept as I am on this factor, but I want to change on this factor, like that. The feet also I have written down whatever Umayal had mentioned. And shape of our body. The shape of our body also, if we want to reduce weight in one area, if you want to increase weight in one area, all that you put it down. Why you are not able to accept? If you remember the first form that you fill, you would have mentioned one or two like low level of acceptance, right? So whatever is that lacking factor, write it in this table. And similarly, all your mental, how is your self-talk? How is your anger? How is your fear, desires, communication? I will share this in the group also. This table, I'll put it in the WhatsApp group. Beliefs, regrets, guilt, grudge, jealous, judgment. So all this will be in the left-hand side. And on the right side, you will write what part of this you want to change and why you are not able to accept that. Any questions on this?
Ma'am, so we have to write about the physical dimension as well as about the different emotions that we feel.
Yeah.
2 tables, right?
No, it can be one table left and right, or it can be 2 tables. So Padma, you're not going to share this with me, but you are going to definitely do this homework. I would prefer we doing it right now. Maybe at the end of the session, I'll give you time so you will start writing it now itself. Because if I give it as a homework, it might not happen. But knowing what is that we want, why we are not able to accept, it is very, very important, right? So just do this practice. We are going to deepen this practice in the coming weeks, but this is the first step. Now,
So in the right side, if we mention jealous, what is it? Do we have to say I am not feeling jealous, something like that, or?
Okay, so when I'm not feeling jealous is definitely not 100% right, Padma. We all feel jealous at one person or for one factor, and jealous is not a very bad emotion. Okay, it is just showing us that we want it and we don't have, and someone else is having it. So at least they are showing us what we like, right? All these days we are not aware of it, but when we are jealous about somebody, it means that we also want it. So, but what happens when you write jealous here, and in the right side, you write what you are jealous about and who are the people you are feeling jealous with.
Okay, understood.
Just some details, okay? We are going to improve it later. Right now, whatever comes to your mind, just write it. And write all the truth. Dump out everything from your mind. That is why I'm telling not to share. I mean, you can share, but you don't have to. But you have to pour out what comes in your mind. Now, why we are doing this is because I'm telling you, when you have the better skin, when I have the big eyes, if I grow tall, if I have more hair, and if I have a straight hair, and whoever are shorter want to become taller, whoever are plumpier want to become thinner, and who are thinner want to become plumpier, whoever having big eyes want small eyes, right? And if you have hair, you want it black. If you don't have hair, you at least want gray hair, right? Bald head, everything is so much worrisome. Suppose we are perfect, okay? We are in perfect weight, perfect shape, perfect height, everything perfect, exactly what we want. Then we want to maintain that. We don't want to age. We are not able to accept the aging factor, right? You see, this is a non-stop, never-ending list. When we were born, we were so perfect. We were all smiling, lot of acceptance as a baby. But after that, lot of social inputs. You saw people that only in this particular shape they are supposed to look good. And only if you talk like this, there is a social acceptance. Because of all that only, this non-acceptance has come. Now we are taking the responsibility. We are going to find the missing pieces to make it 100%. Okay, so, and if you see, do you wish for 3 eyes? Do you wish for 2 nose? Have you ever wished like that? I wish I have 1 eye. I wish I have a little, 3 holes in my nose. And the madri we never wished for. Because we accepted that, okay, as a human being, I want 2 eyes. I want a nose like this. I want mouth here, not in between the eyes and, the mouth should be here and nose should be here. நீ என்னைக்காவது wish பண்ணிருக்குமா? Even if we see somebody like that, oh, it looks so cool, why can't I have like that? No, we never wish, because we, in our mind, we believe that this is the perfection. Whatever Aishwarya is looking or Trisha is looking, we think that that is the perfect and I want it. But I'm telling you, suppose we become that, still we'll find out the next list. And what really happens is, I just want to tell one story and then we will go into this detail later after you complete that exercise. Next week, we will talk about it in detail. I want to tell one story, one of my friends' history. So she's very healthy. She was following all clean eating, super consistent in exercise. She's very thin and always bubbly, happy, all that was there. She had a love marriage and the parents were not accepting on both sides. After some time, the guy's parents accepted, okay? The guy's parents started coming and going, but her parents' side, they were not in contact. So every time, as usual, she also had some in-laws issues and the initial fights with the husband after marriage, all that was there. But every time something happened, she started missing her parents. She was not having her parents' support. So, and she saw her husband is enjoying all his parents' love. So she started thinking that only because he's a guy, it is so easy. Because I'm a girl, this thing is not happening for me. I'm not able to enjoy whatever he is enjoying. This simple thought became stronger and stronger with every fight. Every time she had a fight, every time she had some problem with her in-laws, she started thinking that, wish I have my mother's support right now. Because I am a girl, I'm going through all this. If I had been a boy, I will not have this problem. இது எப்படின்னா தமிழ்ல she kept on telling, பொண்ணா பிறந்தங்காட்டிக்கு தான் இவ்வளவு கஷ்டம், பொண்ணா பிறந்தங்க, நான் மட்டும் பையனா இருந்ததுதான் எனக்கு இவ்வளவு கஷ்டம் இல்லைன்னு she started thinking and believing. And this is like, she's married now for almost like 25 years or 28 years. Her son is almost in college right now. So this thought was so strong in her mind. She was abusing herself for being a feminine, right? Slowly, she started getting cyst in her breast. She started having periods problem. Her uterus was becoming weak. You see what's happening? The body is hearing. Every cell is hearing what you're telling. I don't like this eye. I hate my eyebrows. You keep telling this, the body understands. Okay, you don't want this. You keep telling that I am not at all finding my little finger useful. I don't want my little finger. Why this extra little finger is here? If you keep telling it for years and years, the body will start degenerating it. The body will understand that you don't need it anymore. My example, I had such voluminous hair that I hated it. So much hair, I cannot even I cannot even tie it. I have to be in 2 plaits all the time. Oh, why am I having so much hair? Because it was all frizzy and I didn't like it. I used to comb it with so much anger. I'll be happy when I have hair fall. At least let the hair fall and become easy maintenance. After so many years, now I lost all my hair and I have only this much almost last 6, 7 years. I'm taking so much care. Every time there is a hair fall, I tell sorry, I didn't take care of you. Whatever I'm having, I'll take a good care. Stay with me. And the Madri, okay. So we might be thinking we are just telling in our mind what's going to happen. It's a mantra. It's almost like we are giving instruction to our body. She hated being a woman. After so many years, now she is in a condition where the uterus has to be taken out. Psychologically, we all are having this lot of issues inside. You start hating one part of your body, you're going to lose it. So better you start accepting what you have. So we'll talk about it, okay, in detail. Let me move on. Okay, so this week you're clear about your exercise, right? So you don't have to share, but please write it sincerely and in detail. If at all you feel like sharing some part of it, please share it in the group because it will help everyone. Okay, so this is a self-acceptance table you'll do. Moving on to the decluttering. Okay, I want to hear from all of you. When with this buying freeze, what really happens is you are going to get lot of freedom because every time you buy something, you're paying and you're giving away your freedom. What I meant is, suppose you buy a diamond necklace, okay? If that was your dream for a very long time, you save money, you get money, then you go do the research and you buy a diamond necklace. You have the diamond necklace in your home, which you always wished for. Now comes the problem, how you are going to keep it safe. Which occasion you are going to wear. When you wear for that occasion, when you wear it and go, till the time you come back, you should keep it safe. If some kid is pulling it out, it might get damaged. And after you come home, you have to keep it safe. And the next day, immediately it has to go to the locker, right? So much freedom we are losing. I'm not telling don't buy diamond necklace. Our desires are different, but our understanding is different. Okay, we are going to understand our desires in detail. Like that, with every buying, you're losing your freedom. So think about, I'm sure you would have thought about this borrowing and living as a community. And we don't have a vacuum here. So whenever we want once in 6 months or once in 3 months, I get it from my friend, use it and then give it back to them. Because in their home, they have all the electronic items and they don't use it. But in my home, I don't need it every single day. So I use it from my friend and I give it back. So borrowing is not a prestige issue. It's not a inferiority. Okay. So you also start giving it and you also start getting whatever you want from your sisters, from your friends, neighbors, all that. Now, how many of you want a new handbag? Raise your hands. How many of you want a new handbag? Because the pain of decluttering, right? It has to be painful. If it was easy, then you will again go and buy more handbags. The pain of decluttering should be there. You should feel it. But at the same time, when you see so many handbags, last session, what happened was one of the doctor, she told, I am looking for a perfect bag. I have my specification. I want only these many zips. I want it in this particular color and this particular material. But when I see all your handbags, I'm getting an idea of what I really want. So that is not a mistake. You knowing what you exactly want, and if that handbag is going to be 10 times expensive, it's okay. You can still buy it because you know exactly, I want this kind of zip, I want easy, the money should not be crumbled, the money should be kept straight. And the money, if you know your specifications, you can buy. One of the participant, I asked, when I asked for footwear decluttering, so he sent this picture before and after. Before also one sandal and after also one sandal. He told, I'm having that one sandal only for all the occasions, for my jogging, for my walking, for marriages, for office. It suited everything and it is very expensive, but I'm okay. So my husband is like that. I thought I'll show you his wallet. I'll show you. Such a small wallet. Okay, it's a lady's purse. Okay, and he doesn't mind. I used to tell him, how can you have a pink one in Aravitla, but he has that small wallet where one side he'll have cards, one side he'll have cash. That's it. So, but he is the breadwinner of the family. He is the one financially giving all the money to all of us, but he holds only that small purse. So, this is just the understanding, right? So, if it is branded or simple handbag, doesn't matter if it serves our purpose. It's just that feeling that we get, the feel that we get about what others will feel, and what others will feel is also in our assumption. They don't come and tell you. Even if they don't tell you, it's your assumption that what they will think, right? So it is all in your imagination. So any experiences that you want to share about handbags?
Actually, I felt like I should have one handbag yesterday while decluttering.
You should have one. Oh, you don't?
Yeah, because I have only one laptop bag and one purse. Whenever I go out, I take that laptop out and take that bag with me. That maybe everybody's having, and it is easier to not forget things. Keep water bottle, a headset in a handbag, because sometimes after coming home, I forget to take back the things and keep whatever is required for our office the next day. I thought it's better to have one separately.
Okay, good. What else? How was it for you? Umayal had so many handbags which are not even
Ma'am,
handbags.
actually, yesterday I took a pic for you and sent ma'am. So decluttering handbag was really tough for me because I'm very crazy of handbags. So yesterday I just it out because this Sunday I'm going to give it to my known people, ma'am. I'm just going to give for the students and to the known people. So it was really tough. But only when I assembled all the handbags, I understood how many bags I had. Actually, it was all in some different shelves, not at one place. When I organized everything to take a pic, then only I realized how many handbags I myself have for so that was really tough, and it is also happy to give for others.
Do you want a new handbag?
No, ma'am, not at all, not forever.
Shall I gift you?
So, so I decided let this once I'll buy a handbag only when it becomes into a bad condition, not before that.
And when it comes to a bad condition, when it is torn or when you want a new handbag, you know exactly how you want, right?
Yes,
You don't want too many racks. You want a long sling bag, Venuma. You'll be very specific to what you really want, right?
yes,
And you
ma'am.
go look for it, buy the right one. And if it comes for the next 2 years, also happy. It is serving
Exactly.
the purpose. So thank you for sharing.
And one more also, I felt these so much place it occupied my place. So this handbag itself. So that's why I'm not getting space to accumulate. So I need to filter everything, ma'am.
Yeah.
That's it.
That is the whole thing what we are doing. For every category, we are creating space. You will become addicted to this space. By the end of 6 months, you all will become like me, almost a psychiatric patient. All the time looking for how to create more space, what to send out of the home, what is not serving me. I don't want to keep anything on the Madri. So that is the whole purpose. The space is actually blocking the energy. The energy movement inside your home is actually blocked by every single item, and every single item is causing distraction for you, and it's taking a lot of energy from you to maintain it, right? And
Yes,
when you throw it also, it's going to be in the landfill, and it's going to clutter another person's home. But if it is like there is your student who never had a handbag, and she's going to get a new handbag from her favorite teacher, that is going to fill her life, right? And
exactly.
only then you will get all Sodhana. Like my sister, when she wanted to give away the handbag, she got 2 handbags from her mother-in-law. அப்பதான் எல்லா சோதனையும் நம்மளுக்கு வரும். So I'm glad you all did your handbag thing. This week,
Anka, I want to add on something.
yeah.
It's been 11 years since I've started working, and ever since I started working, I don't know what's wrong with my video. It's not showing, I guess. Ever since I started working, for every birthday, I used to gift myself a handbag. So it was like it was
30
10
handbags.
bags.
10
Yeah,
handbags.
so 10 bags in total. Last December for the birthday, I decided no, I'm not going to get myself a bag, and for some reason there are enough. Let's see what happens. And then for the on my birthday, what happened this time? We had a small get together of school friends. Everybody came in, and when all of them saw my bags, they were like, "I want this bag, I want that bag." What happened? All of a sudden, 9 bags were out.
Wow.
I was wondering what happened, and this time I decided not to buy a bag, and then 9 bags goes off. And yesterday while doing the exercise, I was thinking, thank God I'm left with one bag. Otherwise, I would have had many 1 rupee coins, bus tickets, ATM receipts in every bag. Every bag used to have a piece of my soul. No, something lying there, unused, uncared for, thrown away
Mm.
because of my girls. All of those have gone away, and yesterday when I saw the sheet which marked Archana health handbag is not done, I was like, Appada, take my bag out, 1 minute, I get this done in one stroke. I get a tick on that thing. So I felt liberated that moment. You know, that feeling of owning less for once gave me that satisfaction. For some reason, it's always been gathering, getting hold of stuff. And yesterday was one of those Kaivalya moments for me where I felt like owning less gave me that liberated feeling in a moment.
Very nice.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Archana, for sharing. Like Divya and Padma, they all, when they were messaging me, Divya told, I don't even have a handbag. I only use GPay wherever I go. So Padma was telling, I only have a laptop bag. But I want all of them to hear everybody's story. Only when, I mean, it might not be handbag for you, it might be something else you might be holding, but that's the liberation I want all of you to experience. So this week, what we are going to declutter is medicines. In your I went and saw your before pictures, the one which you have put in the folder, right? The entire home, not just in those pictures, otherwise also I have seen in all the houses, above fridge there will be medicine, just next to the bed there will be medicines, in the dining table there will be medicines, in kitchen, in living room, everywhere there will be medicine. What are we attracting? You all know about vision board, right? You are seeing medicines every day without your knowledge, without your consciousness. You are seeing medicines everywhere. So what are we inviting? That's why right after you wrote the health dimension, this time we are going to declutter all the medicines. You bring, so the first step is always same for all the categories. Bring medicines from all the rooms to one place. Taking that before picture is a real game changer, because like what Umayal or Archana was telling, when you see all the handbags in one place, that's when you will realize that I am having so many handbags. So bring all the medicines. It could be Siddha, Ayurveda, Vicks, Thailam, crib bandage, even thermometer, or whatever it is, anything related to the treatment. Okay. Now, when you bring it all to one place, I really wish if your health dimension is coming true, we are going to throw away everything, right? That's going to be our target. Actually, we want to collect it all and throw it all, because we want to live healthy life, we want to live an active life. Okay, but what we'll do, we will get there. Okay, now you have started paying attention to your health dimension, you will start doing whatever is needed. I know some of you are already there in the let's cook together, in 10K challenge. All those steps, whatever you are taking, is actually for our better health. So while we are on that journey, I'm not telling throw away everything, bring all the medicines. The first thing you will do is check the expiry date. There will be so many medicines which are already expired and which you will be still having. Throw away all the expired ones. Okay. And all the others you use already. I mean, if there is any box, plastic box or container, or even a normal attapeti also is fine. It should not be visible. unless you're using it every single day, if there is somebody in your family who's using it every single day, allocate a rack for them, a closed rack, and keep their medicines in that. Only they will see and they will eat it, right? Not the kids need not see it. All of us need not see all the medicine all the time. And we have this addiction of putting Vicks just before we sleep and some Tylenol, all carrying it in your handbags. I saw some of your handbags had medicines. We don't have to carry all the time. If there is some permanent cure towards it, it means that we are not keeping that as a goal and we are not putting our effort to clear it. Like in my home, my kids, we didn't give medicines for them for a very long time. But a year back, my son, here and there, sometimes he has this breathing problem. He gets very mild wheezing. He starts having a lot of cough. And he is not following any clean eating. He eats all junks and he eats everything. And his elimination is not clear. I'm working on it, but there is not much cooperation. So it's like நிறைய பேச்சுவார்த்தை தான் போயிட்டு இருக்குது. He understands, but he is in the process of getting it fixed. But we had to visit the hospital and he was given that puff and all. So I have it, but I don't want to see it. I don't want to use it. I just have it as an emergency if at all I need. But we did several other things. He took Siddha medicine, and then there was a spirometer, because all the small kids, right, they can use spirometer, they can blow every day and they can improve their respiratory function. I made him go for swimming. He started playing saxophone. So for almost like last 1.5 years, he is not using it. So start putting effort in completely eradicating it, right? So medicines is going to be a very, very important thing, especially when we are working on our health dimension. Okay, and do not buy them anymore. Like, just don't make it as a practice, and spend all your money, whatever you're spending on your medicines, spend that money in buying organic food, more fruits, more vegetables, more nuts, and start investing on eating healthy. Okay, so instructions are simple, but the effort is going to be more. So please start it immediately. Maybe involve your family members also. Bringing everything in one place, definitely kids will enjoy. Make them do it, clear it, put them in a box, keep it out of your eyesight. One box which is being used every day, one box for an emergency. You really don't need it right now, but just in case if you need paracetamol and the what is that? The Dolo 650. I don't even have it at home. Like my helper was asking me the other day, I'm having headache, give me Dolo 650 at 5:30 in the morning. I was so surprised. 5:30க்கு யாராவது Dolo 60 சாப்பிடுவாங்களா? வேண்டாம் நீங்க ரெஸ்ட் எடுங்க, இல்லை காஃபி குடிங்க, ஏதோ ஒன்று பண்ணுங்க, பட் நோ மெடிசன், ஐ டோன்ட் ஹேவ் மெடிசன் சொன்னேன். But so that is going to be your target. Your house is going to be completely clean of medicines one day, but right now it is at least out of your eyesight. Okay, moving on to the third one.
I have a question, ma'am. So I'm living with in-laws, and mostly they take a lot of medicines, but there are also some people who gets into self-medication, like muduvalina odane painkiller and the mari. And so they also advise me when my daughter is little ill, I don't give medicines. I see how her body reacts. So they propagate saying that varathukku mudi kuduthurno appadinu. So that's a lot of clutter of medicines just because as a preventer, and I feel that there is a celebration of sickness. So they always call people and because they're old, they need some attention. I understand all that. All I'm trying to ask is, how will I stop so my daughter now says, idha mudilana va nama hospital polam, doctor ata polam. And the conversations are, how do we avoid? Because I'm not sure whether this is related, but I see a lot of medicines lying around because that has become a part of their routine. And telling them would always create a little bit of not a good feeling. So how do I handle that?
No, that is totally true actually, because the elders, they really need attention, and it happens in our families also. In my parents, they enjoy going visiting people who are not well. அவங்கள போய் பாத்தியா பேசுனியா என்னாச்சு இந்த ஹாஸ்பிட்டலுக்கு போனா இவங்களையும் சேர்த்து பார்த்துட்டு வந்துடலாம் அந்த மாதிரி. It is becoming an event and an entertainment for most of them. But when they tell you to give medicines, even அதுவுமே அவங்களோட அக்கறையில தான் சொல்றாங்க. With their knowledge, what they know, they think that like how I might tell give tender coconut ன்னு நான் சொல்ற மாதிரியே தான் அவங்களும் வந்து இந்த மெடிசன் கொடுங்க சரி ஆயிடும். They really care. The genuine care is there. It's just the lack of information, lack of knowledge. They don't know that this side of the world is there, that people don't take medicine, they don't take vaccines. There are people living healthy without medicine அப்படின்னு அவங்க பார்த்ததில்ல, அதனால தான். But it's okay. Like I was telling you, initially you just arrange their medicines and tell them that we will keep it here, you can take it from here. அந்த மாதிரி நீங்க ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணுங்க. Again, don't make any friction within the family, okay? Because you go throwing their medicine will become a big problem. But if it is expired, please feel free to throw it and tell them, put it in a box and tell this is your morning medicine, this is your afternoon medicine, take it. But I am keeping all the other medicines inside because I want to keep it inside and so it. So try that. Slowly feed them with information that there is something going on like this. So if you're in a good friendly bonding, I always tell this group trio pictures. You can show them what is happening in other families. See, this is how the handbags are getting decluttered. So this is how the medicines are getting organized. அப்படின்னு உங்களுக்கு காமிங்க. I'm just in a cleaning mode. So let me try this in a month. If you don't feel comfortable, I'll put it back in wherever you want to. So
Sure.
I know this is a very tough thing when you live as a joint family, but it is okay. I have heard that in few months, even they want, like when one room is getting decluttered, when one room looks so nice, everybody wants to have their rooms also like that. So they will also ask you. Okay. So medicines is what we are going to declutter. Coming to the mindfulness. So this is my favorite always, okay, out of all the three. This mindfulness is something which I want all of us to focus. So last week you all were aware of what is happening within you. You all beautifully nalla ellaru share panneenga sincere. Did you realize, just a second. Okay. So this mindfulness is being in the present moment. Now, I wanted you to see that emotional spiral. Let me show you. So you will see that emotional spiral. That emotional spiral, right? Okay. So in this emotional spiral, understand that one of our emotion will either lead us to the top spiral or it will lead us to the bottom spiral. We are in that middle, okay? So for example, you're feeling calm, you're feeling optimistic. That can actually pull you to boredom or that can pull you to peace on top. It can pull you anywhere, right? So this week, what I want you to do is, I want you to just watch when you are in a particular emotion. If you want to go up, what is helping you? So for example, you're feeling very positive. You want to talk to a friend. You call the friend. That the conversation with the friend might make you feel more secure or it might pull you down. So what action is helping you to move up in spiral and what action is helping you to move down in spiral? I want you to pay attention to it. And you understand that all of us shared our emotion. All of us have the similar emotions, right? One day you are feeling bored and the other day other person is feeling bored. One day one person is feeling super agitated, very annoyed. but you are feeling very peaceful. So do you see that it is a very natural thing? All the down emotions, right, in this spiral, whatever you're seeing in the down half, it is very, very natural for all of us to get. So the first thing is becoming aware, and the second step is to accept that this is my emotion right now. That will do wonders. இப்போ நான் கோவமா இருக்கேன். Yes, I am accepting that I am angry. Right now, I am disappointed. Yes, I am disappointed. I am feeling so much grudge against a person. அவ்வளோ கோவம் வருது எனக்கு ஒருத்தங்க மேல, அவ்வளோ நினைச்சாலே அப்படியே பத்திட்டு வருதுன்னு சொல்லுவோம்ல. That is so natural. That is so natural. The first step is you becoming aware of it. The second step is accept that emotion and tell me, this is the most important step. Tell me what is helping you to move up, what is making you move down. Become aware of that action. So that is what we will do this week. It might sound very abstract, but then this is going to really help you a lot. See, most of the time what happens, you will be completely occupied in the past. The past could be a pleasant experience or a miserable experience, but you love to just stay in the past, relive that moment, experience that joy again, experience the pain again. We all are so trained. So almost in a day, 70% we are in the past. Or we are thinking about the future. What if this happens? What if this doesn't happen? What if everything is happening? What if everything is not happening? And the Mari almost 29%. So only 1% we are getting the moment to live in this moment. Now, this workshop and with these mindfulness practice, we are going to expand this living in this moment to from 1% to whatever we can. Okay, all the meditations, everything is focused on bringing your awareness to the current moment. Yeah, so think about this. Just observe the spiral. Continue to see how much time you take to move from one emotion to the other. Do you bounce back quickly? 5 minutes la unala mala vara mudiyudha illa sometimes it takes 5 hours, sometimes you stay in a low emotion for 2 days, right? So just observe it, and I want to understand your experience. Please share your experience in the WhatsApp group. Start writing down. But along with this, there's one more homework for this mindfulness. Okay, it's very simple homework. It's a fun homework. So I'm going to give you a passage. Okay, the passage will have 10 to 12 lines. You can choose to write all the 12 lines or just 4 lines also fine. In your journal, you will write whatever I'm sending in your right hand, in your best handwriting, without any striking, without any mistakes, you will write it. Okay. After you write in your right hand, you will do the same thing in your left hand. You will write in your left hand without making any mistakes, no striking, and in your best handwriting. This exercise is very, very fun one. You can even make your kids to do. The reason behind this exercise is when you write it in your right hand, you will just flow, just casually, without even your consciousness, you will write. And because you have trained yourself to write in your right hand. But when I ask you to write it in your left hand, and because I'm telling you cannot make mistakes and it has to be in perfect handwriting, your entire attention will be there while you write in your left hand. That is a sample of staying in that moment. You will put all your concentration there. ரொம்ப நாளா இருக்கும் நீங்க அந்த மாதிரி கான்சென்ட்ரேட்டடா ஒரு வேலை பண்ணி. So that is the homework for mindfulness along with your spiral watching. Okay. So clear about the homework? Decluttering medicines. Know what you want. The self-acceptance table you will write in your journal. And in mindfulness, understanding the spiral and listing out the actions that helps you to move up and down, and this left hand writing. போதுமா? இருக்க வாரம் homework ஜாஸ்தி ஆயிட்டே இருக்கும். Okay. Sorry, I'm just giving you only 5 minutes left. So anything that you guys want to share, please share.
Akka, on doubt, Akka.
Yeah.
Akka, same. I did what told, like I'm also living in joint family at that. Should I take their medicine to declutter or இல்ல எங்களுக்கு மட்டும் எடுத்து declutter பண்ணா போதுமா?
இது எல்லாத்துலயுமே பண்ணுங்க. பட் அதான் again don't create
Okay.
what I am telling is bring all their medicines, check for the expiry date. அது எக்ஸ்பயர் ஆனது கண்டிப்பா வீட்ல நிறைய இருக்கும். அதெல்லாம் தூக்கி போட்டுட்டு help them to keep it organized, right? Nobody will know. I mean, only if you throw something what they want, then there is problem. Don't do that, okay? Involve them, ask their permission, tell them that these are expired, I'm throwing it away. These are the ones which you are using every day, I'll keep it in this box. These are the ones which you don't need right now, I'll keep it in the loft, and whenever you want you can take it. அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு சுமூகமான பேச்சுவார்த்தை பண்ணுங்க. Okay.
I have one other question that's not so very related to this. So நம்ம நல்லா ஆர்வமா because of this group influence, I make some smoothies or some oats. அது ஆசையா சாப்பிடும்போது they will always come back and tell நீ உடம்பு குறைக்க எவ்வளவு பண்ணாலும் உடம்பு குறைக்க முடியாது அப்படின்னு சொல்லும்போது the energy level நீங்க சொன்னதுனால இப்ப நான் யோசிக்கிறேன் ஸ்பைரல்ல நான் பண்ணும்போது ஹாப்பியா பண்ணிட்டு அதை சாப்பிட போகும்போது இவ்வளவுதான் சாப்பிடுறியா இவ்வளவுதான் சாப்பிட்டாதான் உடம்பு குறையாது அப்படின்னு சொல்லும்போது அது அப்படியே திரும்பி போயிருது. அந்த ஐ குடன் ஸ்டாப் இட். ஐ டோன்ட் லைக் என்ன அஃபெக்ட் பண்ண முடியாதபடி என்னால ஒண்ணுமே பண்ண முடியல. ஸோ
நான் ஒண்ணு சொல்லட்டுமா? நீங்க கரெக்டா சாப்பிட்டு பயங்கர உங்களோட ஐடியல் வெயிட்டுக்கு வரீங்கன்னு வச்சுக்கோங்க. சூப்பரா குறைச்சு சூப்பரா எக்ஸசைஸ் பண்ணி நீங்க ஒரு பெர்ஃபெக்ட் நீங்க ஆசைப்படுற மாதிரி வரப்போ அவங்க சொல்லுவாங்க பார்க்கவே நல்லா இல்ல, உன்னை பார்க்கவே நல்லா இல்ல, நீ அப்ப ரொம்ப அழகா இருந்த, குண்டு ரொம்ப அழகா இருந்தன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க.
இது ரொம்ப இட் இஸ் கெட்டிங் அண்டர் மை ஸ்கின் அக்கா. ரொம்ப ஜாஸ்தியா இவ்வளவு நம்ம பண்றதே ஒரு 5 நிமிஷம் 10 நிமிஷத்துல ஏதாவது ஒண்ணு நல்லா குடிச்ச கமகமான சாப்பிடாம போகும்போது இதெல்லாம் சாப்பிட்டா எப்படி ஒல்லியாகும், இப்படிலாம் பண்ணா ஒல்லியாக முடியாது, இன்னும் தான் ஜாஸ்தி அல்சர் ஆகும், லைக் ஃபாஸ்டிங். ஸோ அவர் கான்செப்ட்ஸ் ஆஃப் ஹெல்த்தும் அவங்க கான்செப்ட்ஸ் ஆஃப் ஹெல்த்தும் ரொம்ப கான்ட்ராஸ்டா இருக்கும்போது அந்த ஸ்பைரல் டக்குன்னு வந்துருது. என்னால அதை ஸ்டாப் பண்ண முடியல.
உங்களோட போறது இந்த கமெண்ட்ஸ், வீட்ல இருக்கிறவங்களோட கமெண்ட்ஸ் தான்.
அப்படி என்னன்னா இப்ப நீங்க சொல்றீங்களா எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணுங்க. when you explain right, இப்ப ஏன் அம்மா அப்பாட்ட பேசும்போது அது வேற மாதிரி இருக்கு. they try to at least say நம்ம பொண்ணு கரெக்டா பண்றதுக்கு ஒரு சான்ஸ் இருக்கு. there is this preoccupation either in my mind or their mind. அவங்க கேட்க மாட்டாங்கன்னு நானே யோசிக்கிறேன்னு எனக்கு தெரியல. but there is this spiral thing டக்குன்னு ஆயிடுது மேல இருந்து கீழே.
விஜி, if I'm with you, I'll be so worried. ஐயோ விஜி மட்டும் இப்படி சாப்பிட்டு விஜி மட்டும் ஹெல்தி ஆயிட்டா என்ன பண்றதுன்னு தான் முதல்ல
பண்ண மாட்டேங்கிறாங்க. எல்லாரும் பரிதாபம்
அவங்கள ஸ்டாப் பண்ணுவேன். சரியா?
எல்லாரும் பரிதாபப்படுறாங்க. ஐயோ இப்படி சாப்பிடுறாங்களே, ஐயோ இப்படிலாம் பண்ணா ஒல்லியாக மாட்டான், இப்படிலாம் பண்ணா ஒல்லியா. மை அப்ஜெக்டிவ் இஸ் நாட் டு பிகம், நான் திருப்பி அதான் சொல்றேன், ஒல்லியாகனா டைஃபாய்டு வந்தா கூட போதும், வித்தின் 50 days யூ ரெடியூஸ் வெயிட். மை அப்ஜெக்டிவ் இஸ் நாட் தட். ஐ வாண்ட் டு ஃபீல் ஹெல்த்தி. அதை சொன்னா அதுதான் கொஞ்சம் கண்ட உலகத்துல இருக்க மாதிரி என்னை பாக்குறாங்க. அதுதான்
we all go through that, Vijay. We all go through that. Everybody go through that phase. But அதுக்கு தான் நம்ம அந்த ஃபர்ஸ்ட் எக்ஸசைஸே பண்றோம். அந்த டேபிள் நான் போடுறதே எதுக்குன்னா, how much ever the self acceptance and the motivation and the self love, self care எல்லாமே நம்மளுக்குள்ள இருந்து வர்றப்போ this will not affect. Right now we are in a state where everything else outside us is affecting us. So we are in the process of understanding it. அதுதான் நான் வரதே. இப்போ நான் when I started this healthy eating, I lost lot of weight, like almost 10 kg. I went very lean. 2 years I was doing it very sincerely, but after that because of many travel and because of some family situation, I was back to my regular eating, and I didn't do much of what I was doing. So I'm actually back to my regular whatever weight I was before. But even now in my goal also I have mentioned that I want to be in my ideal weight. When I ask why question kekrapo, I really don't have an answer. In my mind I'm believing that is my ideal weight, I should reach there. But I am healthy, I'm fine, I'm comfortable with this weight, I'm able to do all my activities. இது எதுக்குன்னா, when people tell, oh you have put on weight, oh you have reduced weight, it's really affecting our mind. I'm not telling today when they tell you kandukam irunga appdi na sollala, it's not that easy. Okay, it will affect our mind. But with this process, whatever we are doing right now, we have to understand why that external acknowledgement, external approval, external comments are so much impacting us. அதை நம்ம புரிஞ்சுக்க you naturally you will start you will know how to deal with it. Right now you start eating healthy, you give that space to your body and to your mind. Eating healthy will make you feel so light. The moment you start experiencing that, adukaprom you want it more, irrespective of whatever people tell. எனக்கெல்லாம் வந்து என்னை பார்த்தாலே எங்க குடும்பமே தெரிச்சு ஓடுற அளவுக்கு நான் பேசியிருக்கிறேன். நீ யாருமே சேர்த்துக்கவே மாட்டாங்க விளையாட்டுக்கு. அவங்க எல்லாரும் ஆர்டர் பண்ணி சாப்பிடுவாங்க. வெளியில போனா ரெஸ்டாரண்ட் போனா அதுவும் இந்த லாஸ்ட் 1 year ஐ கீப் டெல்லிங் லெட்ஸ் கோ ஏர்லி 6:30 போலாம் 7 o'clock போனா அவங்க எந்த ரெஸ்டாரண்ட்டும் திறந்திருக்க மாட்டாங்க. யூ ஆர் பீயிங் த ஸ்பாயிலர், மூட் ஸ்பாயிலர். நீ வந்து ஒரு பார்ட்டி பர்சனா இருக்க மாட்டீங்க, நீ ஒரு ஃபேமிலிக்காக இது பண்ண மாட்டேங்கிற, அது பண்ண மாட்டேங்கிற. மை கிட்ஸ் ஹேட் மீ ஃபார் ஹெல்தி குக்கிங், ஆல் தட் இஸ் தேர். பட் வாட் ஐம் சீயிங் இஸ் மை டாட்டர், ஷீ லவ்ஸ் நான்வெஜ், ஷீ லவ்ஸ் ஆல் ஜங்க்ஸ், எல்லாம் ஓகே. அவளுக்கு அடுத்த நாள் ஸ்போர்ட்ஸ் டே இருக்குதுன்னா ஷீ வில் நாட் ஈட் எனிதிங். ஸோ இன் தேர் மைண்ட் தே நோ நம்ம என்ன சொல்றோங்கிறது கரெக்ட்னு ஒரு பாயிண்ட்ல தெரியும். பட் தே ஆல் வில் டேக் தேர் ஓன் டைம். எக்ஸாம் இப்போ நடந்துட்டு இருக்கு, 12th board exam. So she told 2 months back that I'm not eating non-veg from outside. I'm not eating much anything from outside. You make it at homeங்கிறா. காலையில் எழுந்திரிச்சு வந்து நிறைய காஃபி குடிச்சு பார்த்துட்டு இருந்தா தூங்குறதுக்கு, முடிச்சு படிக்கிறதுக்கு. அதுக்கப்புறம் ஒரு நாள் இளநீ கொடுத்தேன், இன்னைக்கு ஒரு நாள் இளநீ குடி, பால் இல்லைன்னு சொல்லி இளநீ கொடுத்தேன். அதுக்கப்புறம் ஷீஸ் கம்மிங் ஆஸ்கிங் ஃபார் இளநீ. அப்புறம் ஷீஸ் ஆஸ்கிங் ஃபார் ஃப்ரூட்ஸ் சம்டைம். ஸோ ரொம்ப பெயின்ஃபுல்லா தான் இருந்தது ஆரம்பத்துல. லாட் ஆஃப் கான்ஃபிளிக்ட், லாட் ஆஃப் ஃபைட் அப்படித்தான் இருந்துச்சு இனிஷியலா. பட் தென் when I accepted all of them as they are, I will do what I want to do. அப்போ கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சமா எல்லாரும் லைனுக்கு வருவாங்க. வரல, ஓகே, we go in our
அந்த ஜென் மோடுக்கு நான் வர ட்ரை பண்றேன்க்கா.
வேற வழியே இல்ல, எல்லாரும் உட்காந்து பிரியாணி சாப்பிட்டு இருப்பாங்க. இட்ஸ் நாட் தட் ஐ டோன்ட் லைக் நான்வெஜ், அதனால எனக்கு பெரிய கஷ்டமா இல்லை. பட் I just enjoy my flow. அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு ஸ்டேட்டுக்கு வர்றதுக்கு it has taken years. So it's not a one day thing. We continue to do.
தேங்க்ஸ் அக்கா.
Ashwini, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, actually, Vijayaka சொன்னது, it is very true because that has happened in my home also. Now we are as a nuclear family, but before I was in a joint family. Actually, I joined Fruitful February only. So that time I was having fruits for breakfast. So just for that month, it is not that I want to reduce weight or I didn't have any intention. I just wanted to try that, so I joined that Fruitful February. But for 1 week I was eating, and yeah, my in-laws was seeing, and after that it started commenting on that. They spread the word to others. They have some friends and others, right? They were telling them, and they were giving some comment to them. Like if she eat only fruit, she will lose the bone strength. She will lose this one. She will become weak. And she was reflecting those comments to me, and that was affecting me at that time. And because of that, I was not doing the challenge completely also, because I was losing myself. What is it like if I'm doing anything wrong, like that was affecting me. But later on, I understood I have to care for my health, because nobody is going to care for me. Sometimes if I'm not eating, nobody is coming and telling me you have to eat, you take this one, you take that one. No, they don't tell. I have to care for my health. So I decided, okay, let them talk. No problem. I don't argue with her back. But I listen to her. I say, okay, because arguing is not going to help. In no way it is going to help. I understood that later. So it was not going to help. So I accepted it, and I just started, okay. So if it is good, sometimes I take it. If that is not resonating with my mindset at that time, then I just ignore it. I just say okay, and I just ignore it, because that is one point. when she was telling, it was striking. The same point it has happened with me also. Because that fruitful February, I told my mom, and she was like, I'm also going to do the same. I'm also going to eat fruits in the morning. We don't get the same support from everyone, right? With the people we are connecting, yes, they will accept it. Like my mother or sister, they say, okay, I'll also join with you. But when it comes to in-law side or others, it will be little hard. So when she was telling, actually, this point struck me. So I just wanted to share that thought. And also regarding decluttering, and it was a little easy for me because I don't have much interest on the handbags and purse, because when I got conceived and I got the babies, I know that I'm going to carry only one bag with me because I have to carry my kids' things. I'm not going to carry any sling bag or a very good looking handbag and all. I know I have to carry diapers and baby dresses, medicine, something. So I didn't have much craze before also. And later on, I got the mindset only one bag is for me. So I didn't have much craze for that. So it was a bit easy for me to declutter. But there was lots of things, vibhuti, kungumam, and tissues, some bills, everything was there. Broken bangles were also there. So I was clearing all that. It was good activity for me. This handbag decluttering was easy, but I think medicines, and when it comes to, you were telling about books, clothes, I think that time it is going to be difficult. My experience in this is okay. It was good. And mindfulness, uh, yeah, I was able to connect at the moment. Okay, now I'm feeling like anger, because with kids, I have lots of emotion going on in one day. In 1 hour, I'll be like happy, or I'll be admiring my kids and I'll be happy. In just like half an hour or something, they'll do something, I'll be totally annoyed, or I'll be in peak anger. So I was able to understand the emotions. Okay, I'm feeling this, I'm feeling this. And also, I come back to normal mode, or I'll be mode upward spiral. Mostly, I'll go to upward spiral because I have a little one. She will do some cute things, so I'll move to upward spiral. So yeah, it was good experience with all the three challenges. I just wanted to share with everyone. And I thought like previous trial challenge, I dropped out. I was felt bad, but I think it even that happened for the good because I'm able to speak now. In that, I didn't speak much, and I was kind of an introvert, or I don't share my emotions or thoughts to everyone so easily. So I think this platform now, this time I'm happy that I really wanted to talk. That's why I'm taking some time. I'm sorry because I want to use this time at least. I don't want to stay again very introverted, or I don't want to keep my emotions within myself. I want to share what I know or what I can. So I'm thankful for that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What happened was last time, so even if it is 30 people or more than that also, we all take time in ice breaking, right? We all take time in knowing each other. We all take our own time, and towards the 5th month or 6th month, we all become so close to each other. So I would say this time it's a small group, and we all are seeing. I mean, we are all peeking inside everybody's home, everybody's handbag and emotion. So please use this opportunity to bond well, because the trio 1 and trio 2 are still so close. They all know everybody's wishes, right? Like when we go deeper, you are going to share more, and we all will know our insecurities, our interests. We all are going to copy each other goals, especially when it comes to travel. There was one participant who wrote pages and pages about so many places, and we all felt so motivated to copy from her. So like that, this group is a chosen group, and you all will travel for this 6 months and even later also. So please bond well, talk to each other, and we all will stay connected. Thank you so much.